Hello, and welcome back to Let the Healing Take Hold. This is a 5-part audio series designed to provide a little insight into how to start the healing process by learning more about yourself and your needs. I will also be sharing things about myself, my struggles, and how I am managing or have managed them. While you're here, please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe because we would love to have you. If you haven't already listened to the introduction, part 1 and part 2, please be sure to check it out. Now let's get started. Today is part 3, when traumas and triggers prevent you from being the best version of yourself. What do we do? I've always known since I was a child that I was different. I felt different. And in my life, I've endured various forms of abuse. I never knew how to deal with the things that were happening to me or how they made me feel. For some reason, my mind started doing things to protect my mental health. It started creating these dark spaces in my memory. These dark spaces were stretches of time where I could not remember things. I didn't remember what I did, where I went, or who I spoke with. Sometimes family members would ask me, "Do you remember this, that, or the other?" And I would just kind of be standing there with a blank look on my face because I honestly did not. As I got older and started to remember things, I taught myself how to deal with the stress of those memories. I exposed myself to things that made me laugh more, smile more, and experience happiness more. This was an attempt to reduce the amount of time I had to think about the things that had happened to me. I've never received a mental health diagnosis, but I'm curious about what my therapist would conclude. I unfortunately have a history of 2 attempted suicides and 1 threat of suicide. The threat landed me in a facility. They called it voluntary admission. But I was not allowed to leave, and they wouldn't release me without 2 days of evaluation. This is the first time that I've ever said this to anyone or out loud. My husband, up until now, was the only one who knew. But I'm at peace and I've forgiven myself for that long ago. I'm so excited. This is a milestone year for me. I'm about to be 55 years old. I am on my self-healing journey, and it's been a while, but it's also been a process. I'm doing the work and accepting that there are things that I want to change about myself. But what does that mean? It means that we all have work to do. No one is perfect. But when you open your eyes to the fact that you need help, that is when the healing starts. Many years ago, I accepted that I have triggers. I also realized that I have to protect my well-being mentally. That means that when I am in a delicate space mentally, I cannot be someone else's helper, ear, or go-to person. During this time, I will not focus on anyone except myself, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to know when to break from the role of being the needed. If you don't, it can cause damage that may take a very long time to recover from. Saying no to helping someone you love is not saying no, it's just saying not right now. There's a difference. Can you identify when you need to separate yourself as the person that everyone else needs? Listen, all is not lost. Just because you have things that may trigger you or that you have been traumatized by does not mean that you are broken. It means that you have to purposefully do the work each day and be consistent. These things don't have to paralyze you unless you allow it to. Remain in control of how you allow these things to impact your life. You got this. Thank you for listening to Let the Healing Take Hold. If you're not already a member of the Fetch fam, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download that app, scan my QR code, and get to scanning those receipts. You might as well take advantage of it. You're already spending the money. The receipts translates into points, the points translates into cash, and you can redeem that cash via store card or cash card, or you can donate to charity. Well, all right, we're going to go ahead and get out of here, but you know we don't do so without saying, love yourself, love somebody else, and until next time, y'all take care. Bye.